Hi there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading for the week of April 18th through 24th. And so your cards are coming out nicely here. Just be one more second here. And there we go. Okay, so let's see what kind of reading you've got for this week. Okay, so yeah, looking like a pretty nice week here. So we start here with prosperity. It's like you're sitting there going, yep, I have quite a bit of prosperity. Now, you're always striving for more, always. And so sometimes you tend to forget how much you already have. And excuse me, it's not truly that you forget, it's that you move on, right? Like something that you didn't have a while ago and you worked for and you created it and it came to you and you set it up and all that stuff. And now you've moved on from it. And so it's not that you forget it's there, it's that you're not focusing on it anymore. And so this is the way things go, and that is how you build it, right? But you do have to be very mindful of the gratitude as well. So don't be forgetting that. There's also there's something that you're creating, that you're building, that you're trying to make it efficient. And I'm not sure you're totally satisfied with how that's coming out. And it feels like you might have to try a few different things before you're satisfied with how that works. Because you like to set things up the best, most efficient way and then be able to pretty much walk away from it, right? And just let it operate on its own. And so it'll take you a few tries maybe this time. And some things that you do, you can do that first time and it's good to go. Other things, they take a few times. So try not to reinvent the wheel, but it's like when something unexpected does interrupt something that you're working on, then yeah, you might just have to be a bit creative and get it going that way. Pardon me, I have a croaky throat. And so this prosperity, yes, they're talking about money. And some of you are sitting there going, well, I don't know, I don't feel like I have as much as I want. Okay, attract it deliberately. And so that is with your thoughts, with projecting what it is you want, putting your focus on what it is you want, not necessarily how you want it. I'm always I'm always hearing, from the angels that, say you want cash wealth, right? If you say, oh, I just want to win the lottery, you are really placing limits upon how that money can come to you. If you say instead, no, I just want to be really prosperous, I want to have, this much money in the bank, and I want to be able to, just do what I want to do when I want to do it, when I need to do it. And so you want to sit and picture your life in that prosperous way and leave the transportation of it up to the angels, because they have ways that you haven't even thought about. You have no idea, right? When you say you just want to win the lottery, then that's the only way they can get it to you. Do you see that? Right? So you picture what you want to do and how you want to live your life, how you want it to look, and leave the rest up to them. Okay. This prosperity also, for many of you, is talking about time. You have a beautiful amount of time to be with the people, to do the things, all that stuff. Yes, it's talking about money. It's talking about relationships and how much love there is in your life. It's talking about food, how bountiful you are in that way, right? Or will become, right? That's what's coming to you, is all those different types of prosperity. So Be mindful of that. Okay. All right. Now, what is it? What idea did you come up with? It's guided. It's a great idea. It's going to work just fine. So get on it. Yeah. It's not like you've been dragging your feet on it or anything like that, but it's like you're questioning how is that going to be accomplished, and yeah, you've got a good idea there, so go ahead, run with it. It'll work out just fine for you. Okay. Okay. So now here we have Mother Mary. The Blessed Mother is helping you with your divine life purpose. So Mother Mary is the absolute mother. She is the nurturer, the carer, the giver of comfort, the one who's so reassuring and helps you feel at home, helps you feel sanctuary. And so, by receiving the prosperity and knowing that your ideas are good, that gives you the security that Mother Mary is trying to portray to you. It's also, hang on one second, let me just see. Like, some of you are experiencing a loss of some type. I cannot tell what kind, and that's probably because it's a group reading, right? There's different things for different people. It is something that you can be comforted from, right? And so that's why Mother Mary is there. Yeah. I'm just asking if this is, is it on the scale, how serious this is? And they're kind of being evasive and not really saying. There's a whole range, right? So, you know, yeah, again, every time I ask, they're just like, no, just stay with this. Okay, so that's what we'll do. So Mother Mary is definitely in your corner, and she's got your back. So, any disappointment that you're about to experience, it's fine. You're going to come through absolutely fine. Like that, things that maybe aren't working quite so well, things that you have to be creative about to find the solution. It feels like there's some frustration there, that kind of stuff. And so that's what Mother Mary is there to help you with. Okay. And so now is a good time to do a life review. So life review being, looking over yourself. It's not really what you've amassed. It's more who you are as a person. How much have you assisted, I guess, your own self as well as your family and your other loved ones and people beyond that. And so it's not all about other people, it's about how you feel about yourself, right? And in fact, that is the main gist of this. But what have you accomplished in your life? What are the things that when you look back over your life so far, what are the things you're most proud of? What are the things you're least proud of? And everything in between, right? And so those things that you are least proud of, no, you can't go back and change what happened then, but you certainly can go forward making sure that that doesn't happen in that scale again, And so now's a good time to just review that so that the rest of your life is something that you are really happy with. We all have those little blips, things that happen to us from external sources that we don't control. And so that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about what has happened to you. We're talking about how you've handled it. Okay, and so being happy going forward with your own behavior, your own integrity, all that stuff. Okay. Now, you have a lot of things that you're creating. You have, so these can be artistic endeavors, right? Maybe you're an artist of some type, or you're a crafter, or you're a writer, perhaps, or, anything along those lines. But it doesn't have to be that. It's anything that you've created. Anything that, we're back again to this brilliant idea that maybe it's not working out the first time. So then you have to get creative and figure out how that's going to work, right? And so there's like, just because you had to figure it out, just because it's something that was new to you, doesn't mean it's bad or whatever. Like, so this card is saying to you to have confidence in the things you've created, to fully expect them to work exactly how you designed them. Just because it's something that's maybe homemade or something like that doesn't mean it's less. In fact, most of the time it's the opposite of that, because it's custom, right? Yeah. So having confidence in how you are creating things in your life to work specifically for you, that is perfect. Okay. And so you might be finding yourself, so that part of this, I don't know exactly, part of this life review has to do with the need for you to generate some compassion within your heart. It's like there's people that are, it's like you've been feeling a bit judgy. And so you've been holding people in within your judgment, thinking they're doing things wrong, or something along those lines. Maybe it's that you feel you've been really doing everything right, and so you're kind of holding yourself above everybody else. No, it doesn't work that way. Have compassion for everybody, including yourself, because there's times you make mistakes too. And, you could discover after a long time of doing the same mistake over and over that you didn't know was a mistake. Suddenly go, oh my gosh, that is not working. And I'm doing it wrong, and so have compassion for yourself as well as everybody else who's in that same don't have it all figured out yet situation, right? So just try and keep everybody with love and as little a judgment as possible. Yes, we're human. We do tend to do that, don't we? But still, as little judgment as possible, and that's how you will excel going forward. Okay. All right, so here we have the daily guidance cards. And one last bit of wisdom has just floated right out of that deck. The heart chakra, yeah, kind of the same thing, right? Clear your heart chakra. For some of you, it's too wide open. For some of you, it's not open enough. Either way, you need to create balance in your life with your heart chakra. So if you know somebody who does energy work, those kinds of things, then go get a treatment, get everything all cleared and balanced and everything. If you do energy therapy yourself, then by all means, work on yourself if you feel that that works for you. For some people, it's really hard to do that. So, you'd figure it out for your own self. Okay, Taurus, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you very much, and I love you, and I will see you next time.